Hi boys and girls, parents, carers at home. My name is Marcia and I've been a Bambino's parent for almost 5 years, and today I'm going to show you how to make a very simple cupcake or muffin in a mug. So firstly you're going to need a mug. It needs to be a fairly deep one, and when you put the batter in, make sure it's around 3/4 of the way or less. You could also use a Pyrex jug, which is my preference. You're going to need a tablespoon measure and a mixing spoon and a little bowl to mix the batter in. Then you're going to need some self-raising flour. We're going to use 4 tablespoons of that. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of sugar. It can be brown or white or caster sugar or whatever you've got handy. We're going to need a banana. We're only going to use about 1/4 of that because it's a cake for one. You're going to need a little bit of butter just to grease out the cup that you're using. We're going to need some milk. It can be, I'm using light, it can be skim or full cream. We're going to use 3 tablespoons of that. You're also going to need 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm using olive oil, but for the sake of taste, vegetable oil is probably better if you've got it handy. Okay, so let's begin. So firstly, let's do our 4 tablespoons of self-raising flour, 2, 3, 4 of those. Next is 2 tablespoons of sugar, and then you can just give the dry ingredients a bit of a mix, and we're going to have 2 tablespoons of oil, three tablespoons of milk, and okay, so the banana, we're going to need some mashed banana, so we actually also need just a plate and a fork. Okay, so anything flat just to mash the banana on will do. So just about that much banana. Mash it up until it's a pulp. And scoop that into your bowl. My girls love helping me mix stuff in the kitchen. So basically we've got all the ingredients in the bowl. And just mix that until it's nicely combined. And that's what the end product looks like. I've already put butter in my Pyrex jug. You can use a cooking spray as well, it doesn't matter. So now I'm just going to pour this into my dish or my jug. You can do it in your mug if you're using a mug. So I've basically got that. I'm going to put this in the microwave for 90 seconds, 1.5 minutes. Then I'm going to test with the cake skewer if it's cooked. If it's not cooked, I'll put it back in for 20 seconds. If it is cooked, then we move on to the next stage. Okay, so now we have a baked cup in a jug, and I'm going to get it out of the jug. You can just run a knife around the side just to encourage it out of there. Okay, so it's a little bit gooey because it's been cooked in the microwave, but it's pretty good. Now, if you want to sweeten it up, I know that children usually like icing on their cakes. You can just use some plain icing sugar, and to make icing sugar for one cake, I would just use probably about a tablespoon of icing sugar mix, and I've got water, but literally a drop. So there's my icing sugar, a drop of water, and just give that a really good mix. If it's not coming together, add another drop. Is all you need. Oh, if you add too much, you end up with a very watery paste, and you just have to add a little bit more icing sugar, which the kids won't mind. Okay, so like that. It's just enough icing sugar so that you can pour over the cake. However, let's pour it over. If you're like me, there's nothing like a bit of hot sponge and ice cream. And then the cup in a mug becomes a pudding. Yum.